If you're a subscription box owner and you are struggling to improve your conversion rate, this video is going to help you. In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 tips that you can use to improve your conversion rate and convert more traffic into paying customers. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Steve. I'm the founder of Harbor Marketing Agency, and my team and I have helped scale multiple subscription box brands to 7 and 8 figures in revenue. And in these videos, I show you how. So let's dive in. So the first thing I want to touch on here is actually your site navigation. So I think a lot of subscription box brands like to just copy big e-commerce brands, and they see these giant e-commerce companies with, complicated navigations and all of these links in their navigation, and they think that they have to do the same. And it actually doesn't really make sense for a subscription box business. And here's why. So the way that you should think about, conversion rate optimization and building the best website for your business is that the path of least resistance to checkout always wins. So you want to make it very simple and easy for people to check out on your site. And for a large e-com brand with, thousands or hundreds of products, by having a complex navigation where people can sort through the different product collections and variety of products that they have, that actually does simplify the path to checkout because it makes it easier for people to find the product that they're looking for. But for a subscription box brand, where usually, you either just have your subscription box and maybe a small shop on the side with a couple products in it, doesn't make sense to have a giant navigation. You're just confusing people by having that many links in your navigation, and you're actually adding more complexity to people going to check out. And so what I always recommend for subscription box navigations is keep it as simple as possible. And, basically every single link in your navigation should take people one step closer to checkout. So I would have a, get my box call to action that takes them to the choose your plan page. I would have a login link for customers. And if you have a shop, I would include a link to the shop in the navigation, but you don't need, an about us or a blog link or, a meet the team link or a how it works link or any of that. If you do have separate pages for those can go in the footer, but your navigation should be as simple as possible and basically just funnel people to the choose your plan page or the shop. My second tip here is make sure that you are using social proof on your website. 93% of customers will read an online review before making a purchase decision. And so this is absolutely critical to ensure that you have on your website. If you want to have a high converting website, you need social proof. Now, I will say that there's a right and a wrong way to do this. So a lot of subscription box brands that I see, they will have social proof, but it'll just be, a testimonial that just said like, loved this box, or, great product, or something that's just kind of vague and generic. And that's great to have, but you're not really squeezing the juice out of your social proof if you're doing it that way. The right way to use social proof on your site is to find customer testimonials that actually talk about the pain points that your potential customers are experiencing, and they elaborate on how your subscription box solved that problem for them. So, let's just say, for example, you had a date night subscription box. You would look for a testimonial that says something like, oh, my girlfriend and I were really bored and we had nothing to do on the weekends, and we were losing touch with one another, and then we ordered this date night in a box and we had so much fun with it. It entertained us for hours and it brought us so much closer together in our relationship, and this has just been an amazing experience. So something like that actually touches on the pain points that your customers were experiencing and how your product solved that pain for them. That is going to be a lot more effective than just great box or great product or great experience. So make sure that you're using social proof and that it actually elaborates on the customer's pain points and positions your subscription box as the bridge between the pain that they're experiencing right now and the solution that they hope to achieve. My third recommendation here is just make sure that you have amazing product shots. So this is something that is totally worth investing into. I see so many subscription box brands that, try to get away with an iPhone shot or a blurry image, or they took a flat lay image of their box on their kitchen table or their floor, and then they wonder why their conversion rate is low and they're not getting sales. It is incredibly hard to gain the trust of a customer, even with high quality product images, let alone with, iPhone shots or kitchen table shots. And so, you need to do everything in your power to win the trust of a customer and get them to say, okay, I trust this brand with my credit card info. I trust them to ship my box on time. I trust them to build a great box and give me a great experience. And, if you want to win their trust, you need to come across as professional. You need to show that you're providing value in your box. And the way that you do that is really great product shots. So I highly recommend getting these in place. If you want your website to convert, it is well worth the investment. So the fourth tip here is make sure that you are using data-backed copy on your website. So what do I mean by data-backed copy? Well, as long as you're not brand new to this game and you haven't even started advertising or selling boxes yet, you probably have a Facebook ad that has been super successful or a video that has worked very well. And so what I would encourage you to do is as you're, running ads or as you're, putting your brand out into the world, you should constantly be analyzing what is performing well and what is not performing well. So for example, if you have a Facebook ad that has performed very well, take a look at, what the copy was in that ad or what the video was, and, try to kind of break down why that ad was more successful than other ads and, what drove people to click on that ad as opposed to some of the other ones. Then you can take that ad copy and try to kind of mirror it on your website. So that way, your website copy is aligned with the messaging that's successful in your advertising. And that'll be a much more effective way to actually write copy that, touches on the pain points that your customers are experiencing, as well as the benefits that they hope to experience from purchasing your subscription box. An even better way to do this is actually get on the phone with your customers and interview them and find out, what they liked about the product, what they didn't like about the product, why they purchased the product, what some of their potential objections were to purchasing. And so you can do this through a customer interview or a survey, but this is a great way to actually get data-backed copy and ensure that you're writing copy on your website that is actually compelling to your customers to get them to actually purchase. This is a much better approach than just writing copy and basically shooting in the dark and writing copy that you think is going to work for your customers, but really you haven't done any research and you don't know what is actually going to convert. So data-backed copy, very important, and I can guarantee that this will help to improve your conversion rate. My fifth tip here is to keep a very simple choose your plan page. So the typical subscription box funnel will be people land on the homepage, then they go to the choose your plan page, they choose a plan, and then they check out. And the choose your plan page is often a big sticking point for people simply because they just complicate it way too much. If you really look at, the mindset of the customer in the choose your plan page when they're going through that subscription box funnel, they have already educated themselves on the homepage about, everything that the product is and what's included and, everything they need to know about the product. And the choose your plan page, the main goal there is exactly that. Just choose a plan and get them to check out. And so, what you should not do on the choose your plan page is have those choose your plan options, but then also have your Instagram feed and then also have, more info on how it works and, more FAQ questions and, all this other info. I like to just simplify this page as much as possible. So I will even totally remove the navigation from this page. I will totally remove anything other than just the plan options and maybe some social proof right underneath. So that would be the one exception. Just, choose the plan options up top above the fold so people can see them immediately. They should list out all of the features and benefits in each plan column. And then you should have some testimonials underneath, and that's it. So this is basically kind of a buy or die page where they either choose a plan or they exit the page. And this is just what we have found to, generally speaking, be most successful across the variety of subscription boxes that we've worked with over the years. Just keep this very, very simple. Make sure you have well-written copy. Make sure you are incentivizing customers to sign up for longer term plans, either through discounts or value adds, and just have some social proof at the bottom. And that has been the winning formula for us so far. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm coming out with new videos on a weekly basis and sometimes more frequently. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.